Brentfort Fan Center this lovely afternoon. Adeyemi, I'll be your host for today. And watch along of the game between Burnley, Chelsea, and Manchester United, Brentfort. Well, we are coming online a bit late due to some technical issues, but we are back bigger and better. I'm not alone on set today. I have from my far right the F1 Terrib himself, Shegun, you're welcome.
Well, good afternoon, Yemi. Good afternoon, football lovers. Good afternoon, Olamide. I don't know why your face is looking. It's looking like the way Man U's played today. And the lap of good evening. You know, it's your debut on Premier Sport Fan Center. I just hope by the time we're talking about Barcelona match, you'll be in the studio to also have your own to feel your heat. Well, good game of football from Chelsea. You know, not really the kind of performance we actually wanted from the Blues. You know, they started very late. At a point, they were on the back front, 1-0 in the first half. Yeah. But through an own goal, they got back into the game and ended the first half on 1-1. But second half right now is 3-1 for Chelsea, and Chelsea are leading currently. But you look at the performance, and there's a possible offside. Vera is actually checking for an offside here. But you look at the performance from Chelsea, this is actually not the kind of performance we actually want. But you have to give it to the team that they're actually young, and the prospect is there. But when you look at Manchester United, well, the problem still continues with Manchester United. Just like we saw it in the Champions League against Galatasaray, is what we are seeing again today against Brentfort. They've been on the back foot. It's about when is Eric Ten Hag going to get that formation right? When is he going to have that philosophy? It's very much important. It's not about you waiting and eating on the counter. I think we said it during the last Manchester United game that you can't play with this type of technicality or this kind of philosophy. It won't work in EPL. You have to have one particular formation you want to play. It is very much important for them, and that is one of the reasons why they won't go down against Brentford today.
Yeah, Man U needs to do a lot of housework, in-house duties to come out stronger. And 67th minute of the game, Man U 1-0 down. And Burnley Chelsea, we're still looking at what the VAR is doing concerning the goal. I think it was.
It has been given.
I think it has been given.
It has.
Yeah. So Chelsea 3, Burnley 1, and I know a lot of Chelsea fans will be smiling right now. And to the Barca fan joining us afresh.
Yeah, it's a pleasure doing this for the first time, and I hope with time we cope.
I'm not really happy with this, but let's just give him a good welcome because his debut.
Okay, allow me to. Sorry, my brother.
Yeah. Well, as I said, it's not today. I was feeling very happy before I watched this match, but right now I'm just.
You know my brother. He's always happy before the match, and during the match, he's always sad.
But must you watch Man U games?
Yes, because it's my club.
So why are you not lamenting?
Sorry, my brother.
I'm not really lamenting, but I'm just not satisfied with
you.
You are never satisfied.
The match has not ended. Okay. Yeah, when they are not giving me my performance, I missed performance of last season. I missed the Manchester United of last season. The mentality, I miss everything.
Oh, sorry, my brother. Well, such is life. We see that every day. We can see. It seems Thomas Frank has some other things like some other bullet or weapon to release against Manchester United. It seems he is just making a substitution. Bringing in
Frank Onyeka
I think Onyeka is coming up, and this former Brighton striker too is warming up.
This past weeks I've been feeling like maybe I should be supporting the opponent Manchester United is playing against us. It's like our opponent are more playing like us.
That is what you expect when you're actually leading. Closing the the office is very much important when you're approaching the 70th minute. And who else can you bring into that midfield if not the Nigerian Frank Onyeka? One of the very good, I don't say fantastic here, one of the very good defensive midfielder. We saw his work rate with Brentford last season. We saw him with the Super Eagles. He's always there. He always brings his A game. At the point when you are leading 1-0, going into the 70th minute, you actually need to close that midfield. And when you look at the Man U midfield, it seems like it's having Casemiro, Alvin Eriksson, Amrabat has actually been controlling that midfield a lot since Mason Mount went out.
Okay.
And you have to close that midfield gap so that you don't allow leakages that will actually cost you costly mistake and bring Man U back into this game. Because you know it's my own pleasure for Man U not to come back into this game.
Yeah, but let me go to Dolapo. Do you share in Shegun's sentiment about Man U losing this game?
For me, so far so good with what we can see. I don't see this Man U team coming back into this game.
Why? Why do you think?
Because it's just like hoping for magic. Because this Man U team are not creating anything. So far so good.
Yeah.
The front line looks dead, and we all know the Man U of today. If Bruno is out of it, that's like taking away the creative part of Man U.
And so far this season,
he has not been
able to pass.
Yeah. And so now, are you telling me that one man is dead, and that was a good chance from Manchester United? That was a good attempt from Bruno Fernandes, but the keeper came to the rescue, not like the other.
That's
goalkeeper.
where
I know
that's where you have a good goalkeeper, not a midfielder.
Apart from being a fan of Man U, what do you think is actually wrong with Manchester United?
I think we've seen the midfield of Mount, Casemiro, and Bruno. It hasn't really worked ever since we started using it.
Sorry, it can't work.
It can't. Even the opposition team are even saying it. We've seen it. It's not working. I was expecting more of Hannibal coming into this game. I've been saying it.
Now you're making a mistake. Now let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You need to bring Amrabat into that midfield. Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes can't work together in a team. They are both defensive. They are both liabilities.
But
and you are now using Mason Mount deep in midfield. That is a big problem for Manchester United. That is why see the difference when you have Casemiro and Amrabat in the midfield. There's a lot of freedom. These are natural, central midfielders. Not you bringing an attacking midfielder to make him play as a double pivot. It won't work. And that is the same problem Eric Ten Hag has been making. And I don't know why he constantly still make that mistake. It has been a costly mistake for him. And it's costing Manchester United so much. So you guys just need to work on that.
Yeah, I think same thing with the goalkeeper situation. Wait, I want to say something. I think if someone is under fire, I don't think as a coach you don't. I don't as a coach. I don't think you are meant to expose him even more. You should be protecting him, not exposing him. He's been using Onana back to back.
Do you have another goalkeeper?
We have another. We have Bainda on the bench.
What were Bainda antecedents?
What was?
Where was he coming from?
He's coming from Fenerbahce. He's the captain. He's the captain of.
No. The thing is,
if he's good in training, he'll be starting.
And the 73rd minute of the game, Chelsea leading 3 goals to 1. I know some people might not be comfortable with that scoreline.
That might be yellow card.
You just mentioned the names of people who are not comfortable.
Casado just got a yellow card in that
fixture.
Was
actually unnecessary.
And the 74th minute, Manchester United still 1 goal down. Now, let me go to you, Shegun. Looking at, I know you are a Chelsea fan, maybe off and on now, but I don't know.
Last time I remembered, I told you I was a Newcastle fan. So
okay. The other day was Man City. All right.
Newcastle.
All right. So
tonight it's looking like I'm a Chelsea fan.
Tonight it's looking like just imagine.
So as a make-believe Chelsea fan, what do you think is working for Chelsea today?
Well, I don't think anything's really working. The only thing working today is that we are actually playing against a team that is not on the level or above Chelsea level.
Okay, so this one are Fabu.
This is actually not the standard you expect Chelsea to play. We won
in
the first half, and that should be the first goal. Jackson, beautiful. Jackson, Nicholas Jackson.
It's beginning to do some beautiful stuff for Chelsea. Chelsea just scored the 4th goal by Nicholas Jackson. What a way! It's 4 goals in a match. Even Man U on the counter. What can they do with it? A good pass. but well defended and
not well defended. Okay, well defended.
Well defended to safety.
Wow, actually, you have to give it to Jackson there. No, that was actually a striker goal, and that is what Chelsea actually missed in the first half. You know, what both strikers are talking about, Broya and Nicholas Jackson, brings into Chelsea is actually different from each other. And I think that is where Pochettino needs to come into it right now. You look at the matches they're actually playing and know which of these matches this striker actually fits in. Going into the match against Arsenal, yes, I'll actually prefer we start with a Broya up front. But this is a physical game. We know the way, what's it called? Burnley actually play when it comes to defending. They are an aggressive team. So you don't play with a striker that is actually off there, always waiting for him to be fed up with the ball. And whenever the ball is with him, he's actually having issue with that. And this is a player that is just coming back from ACL injury. So he still needs time to actually get himself into that match fitness or get himself into the mojo. So
that's a beautiful step.
We've actually complained about Jackson, but you know, I'm very much happy right now that we're having two central forward in Chelsea.
And the competition is
up.
Actually be it might be competition that is spoiling him like this.
Competition because we actually expect much from Jackson, and now I'm very happy he's getting the fourth goal. But that won't still take me away from telling you that this is not the performance I expected from Chelsea. The way Chelsea played in the first half, if Chelsea should play that way against Arsenal next week, we might take it to the cleanser.
After the international break.
2 weeks time.
And Dola, for a quick update, is 2-0 Bellingham to Osasuna.
Why is it Bellingham?
As a backup fan.
Okay.
Just keep you updated.
No, it's normal now. Okay. It's normal for Bellingham. Like the expectation was high when he was coming into Madrid, and so far so good. He has gelled in well.
And he's currently the best player in La Liga.
Arguably.
No,
don't
put me there.
But
he's actually the best player.
I would like if our listeners to join in this conversation. Is Jude Bellingham the best player currently in La Liga? You do well to drop your opinion on our live chat.
You see the problem. No, yes, that's right. But you see the problem is so far so good. We are just focused about the attacking players. Take a look at Kounde so far in La Liga. He has not been dribbled past once.
Who's Kounde?
That speaks of his own performance.
Kounde.
Yes.
Who's Kounde?
So far so good this season. He plays for Barca.
No. Are you saying Kounde is the best player in La Liga right now?
Bellingham, arguably. He is not. Because Kounde in his own position also, he's playing fantastically well. So far, so good.
Okay.
Yes, go check the record. No one has dribbled past him so far in La Liga.
Is that what?
I think
the standard.
But is that strong enough to say he can go head to head with Bellingham?
Bellingham is actually central midfielder, and getting that number of goals is actually...
but look at the position Madrid used him as. Madrid mainly used him as a supporting striker meantime.
Oh my goodness, that was a good shot.
As their main man now.
That was a good shot from Bruno.
Antony.
No,
that was actually from Antony.
No, I think that was Bruno Fernandes.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. I think that was a good attack. It was Bruno. It's Bruno. That's Bruno Fernandes. But
anything for Man U is Bruno.
Wow, but that was actually a good move there. Man U might be having a shout for penalty there, but I don't think that should be given. That looks...
VR has been so inconsistent.
Without being consistent, that should be a penalty.
The referee says play on.
Yeah, that shows how, what's it called?
Inconsistent.
How inconsistent. Not even inconsistent. Okay. There's an adjective.
Controversial.
No, it's not controversial. I'll get that adjective later. I'll come back to it.
Solomon Joseph said Chelsea is going to finish top 4 this season. I said it before, and I'm saying it again.
Top 4 might actually be a big ill tax for Chelsea. Yeah. But you have to look at it defensively. They haven't been looking bad. The major problem for Chelsea has actually been the attack. Yeah. Getting the balls into the back of the net has actually been a problem for Chelsea. Every other thing from midfield to defense has actually been top notch.
I told the Chelsea fan, I think it was the second match of the season. I told the Chelsea fan that Chelsea has been playing fantastic. Like the first 2 matches I watched, Chelsea dominated, and I told him that don't worry, goals will still come. But he was like, no, not like this. I'm waiting to get him. I just see his reaction.
Yeah, everyone just wants to see Chelsea.
Yeah, you just want your team to win. And that's a good free kick from Burnley. Oh, it was deflected off the wall. Yeah, you know, every fan wants to see their team win. And that is just the norms. So okay, will I say you don't want Man U to win here? Because we can see the expression, the show of disappointment. Now, looking at Manchester United holistically, what do you think should be changed? Somebody said earlier, one of our fans said he feels that Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro and Rashford should beginning to start from the bench.
Yes. Especially Rashford. I think especially
but which replacement do you have for them?
Which
replacement?
For Rashford.
Garnacho is there.
Okay,
Garnacho,
for Bruno.
Garnacho started.
For Bruno,
Garnacho
we have a non-midfielder. We have many players that can come in place of Bruno.
Wow.
If Bruno doesn't play, there's Eriksen there.
Okay.
There's Hannibal.
Take away Hannibal.
Stop telling me take away Hannibal. Wait, stop telling me take away Hannibal. The games the guy started this season we
You can't put him up with Bruno. See,
no,
on
it's
a
not
normal
about being
day,
on
we
the same
know.
level with Bruno.
It's not about being. His performance is not there. It's not showing. How this?
The 81st minute of the game, Chelsea leading 4 goals.
But you're using
and Manchester United 1 goal.
Manchester United is losing doesn't mean that we are all losing in the studio. We are all not losing in the studio. It's your team that is losing. I don't know why you are putting on a Manchester United jersey.
And Everton leading 3-0 against Bournemouth. Fulham leading 1-0 against Sheffield United at the 81st minute of the game. In that one. And that was a good chance from Burnley, but that was a good save from Sanchez. It seems that Chelsea got a good deal for Sanchez at 25
you can't really
million.
say that now, but because for that amount was the same amount, almost the same amount Arsenal got Raya for, who I would have actually preferred.
But in add-ons, I think Raya was almost 40 million. It's not the same.
No, 27 million pounds.
27.
Yes, total money.
Total package, but
Total
I think
package.
they still add-ons.
I think Chelsea would have been more better if they've gotten Onana instead of
Onana. Which Onana? Who is getting Onana? I prefer Raya at Chelsea. Because you look at Raya, what he actually brings.
Honestly,
Sanchez has actually, after the first game or second game, Sanchez has actually given a good account of himself for Chelsea.
Honestly, my type of ball playing keeper has been Sanchez. Ever since Man U played against Brighton, like last 2 seasons here, I've been. My eyes have been.
Guys, beautiful save from Onana there. You are not talking.
What are we paying him for? I don't.
What are you paying for?
But
the reason was I'm going
the Raya deal is going to add up to 30 million.
30.
Because
27, 30, everything.
25, 30 is different.
You would have gone for 25 million pounds, but due to FFP or Arsenal trying to cover the books, he had to come on loan first. So they have to pay a £5 million loan fee, or I think 3 or 5 million. 3 million loan
then
fee.
27
million next season.
Yeah.
Together, it was initially it was coming straight. It should have been 27 million.
Oh, well, he would have preferred the Champions League.
But what's it called? But Sanchez has actually given us a good account of himself. And Spain needs to actually appreciate the kind of goalkeepers they have right now. We can see what Kepa is doing with Real Madrid. Then there's what's it called? The goalkeeper with Unai Simon with Atletico Bilbao.
I think that's their first choice.
Yes. There's what's it called? There's Sanchez with Chelsea and there's Raya with Arsenal. These are 4 fantastic goalkeepers that will actually come into the game and dominate play. So they have the goalkeeper department is actually settled for the Spanish national team, and the guy is actually not bad. Also, you can actually bring that experience into it when you need 3 goalkeepers in the competition.
Yeah.
So they have a good pool of goalkeepers.
And that was a good save from Andre Onana. Fantastic one.
No, it reminds me of the way they, the body eating they do give. What's it called? Maguire. It's only Maguire mistakes they do see.
He's done it.
They don't see the good things Maguire does on the field. Yeah. But whenever he makes mistake, you guys are very much interested.
No. Talking about Maguire, I think Maguire has been outstanding so far. So far this season, the matches he has played, I think he has been outstanding.
Okay.
The Maguire way we get for our team now actually is starting from Onana, Bruno, Rashford. Oh my God, too many dead players.
Oh, that was a good true ball to Jackson, but he couldn't get through to it.
The problem still relies on Manchester United not knowing the kind of philosophy they want to play.
I think that's
finding
it
that is one of the reasons why this guy is being affecting what's it called No, Rashford. You can't talk about a player that scored over 30, that scored close or over 30 goals last season, and now he's struggling to get 1 goal this season. There's a problem in that setup. And it's not just Rashford. How many goals is Antonio scoring for Manchester United right from last season to this season? How many goals is Antonio scoring? How many goals is Garnacho scoring? Garnacho can only come in. That is when he gives good performance. Whenever Garnacho starts, it's always hard for him to give a good performance during the match. But whenever he comes in, yes, he's just like a super sub. So the experience will always be there for Rashford ahead of Garnacho. So it's not really about we just saying let Garnacho start. It's not it's not Vinicius Junior for Christ's sake.
You know, football has you cannot undermine the role of experience.
That is it.
And your antecedents, what you have done before. So Olamide, you need to let the emotions go. And calm down.
It's not our fault. It's not our fault you are losing today. I'm very happy you guys are losing. So let my happiness stand to the end.
There are some things that bring natural smiles to
and that's the substitution for Chelsea. And that is the
and substitution, Palmer is being withdrawn for Ian Maitland. 86 minutes of the game. A wonderful performance, scored the penalty.
And that is his first goal for Chelsea.
Yeah.
You can see the happiness, talking about a player who signed from from Manchester City. And I think there's a player at Manchester City I want Chelsea to actually go out for again is Rico Lewis. I actually love that boy. I want to see him at Chelsea. I don't think Pep Guardiola will ever
I don't think he will ever leave him.
Because I saw him talking about him like that. Kopama is actually one of the best talents he has ever had.
Lewis.
What if he doesn't get his play chances?
He will get it. He will. No, Lewis has been getting
it now. He has been playing. He was responsible for Cancelo leaving. Solomon Joseph also said Jude Bellingham is one new signing that is consistent with goal scoring. Right now, 8 goals on top of the scoring chart is the best way to say I am the best.
And your Enzo is still looking for his first goal.
But he just said
football playing philosophy differs too.
So midfielder scores. So don't say
it's
my own midfielder. They score.
More midfielder scores. Casemiro is scoring.
I'm not talking about you. And that's
and Modric on the one into the box. He set the pass.
Oh
no! Jesus
Christ! That first touch.
Terrible first touch from Jackson.
These are the kind of touches that denies Modric of assist for Chelsea. What a good run from him there, and Jackson should have been doing better there. He had all the opportunity, probably because Chelsea are 4 goals or 4-1 up right now. Probably he's feeling comfortable, but as a striker, you should be trying to hit that ahead, not you trying to control at that situation.
And if it stays like this, it seems Chelsea is going into the top half of the table.
And this will be our first back-to-back.
Yeah, I like the word you use, our. That is the confirmation that you're a Chelsea fan right there. Well, it's 88 minutes in the 2 games.
You will just be laughing like, is this boy back to Chelsea? We're still with Chelsea. We just went on a strike.
They will some fans.
Well, all right. Well, let's see that Chelsea 88 minutes still leading 4 goals to 1, and Brentfort is still leading away at the Theatre of Dreams, fast becoming the Theatre of Lamentation.
We haven't told you to change our name.
Bad Dreams.
We saw it against we saw it in the game against Galatasaray.
They lost against Crystal Palace.
Galatasaray actually dreamt of it, and they dared to dream, and they came there and they fulfilled it.
That was a good dream. But they left the fans lamenting.
And
Man U just equalized.
And Man U just equalized.
And
offside flag. Wow.
VR will check it out.
Brentford fans will be so grateful to God
that it looks like it should be.
How can this be an offside?
You're not the ref.
Let's see the line.
I don't like the VR checks because it's going to add more timing. Oh, that is actually no.
No, is it an offside?
It's off. That is offside.
I think
I thought the person that played that is an offside.
I think.
But he didn't go for the ball.
No.
He didn't go for the ball.
He made movement.
He made movement for it. He touched the ball. Now that is actually an offside.
Offside for Martial.
It's not every time we abuse VR. And if VR should give this, then VR is actually inconsistent.
Yeah. I think this is an
But it has happened. It has happened against Man City.
It has what?
Yes, against Man City. Yeah, when Man City. I think this kind of thing has happened Man City this season.
Why you accepting it was an offside?
Yes, this is an offside. Yes.
But they should give it, Abi.
Yes.
They should give it.
They should leave it.
They should give it as a go, Abi.
No, it's an offside. It's clear that it's an offside.
Yeah, it's an offside. I think the referee has decided.
Thank you.
It's
That's
an
actually
offside.
offside. There's no cheating in football. You don't have to cheat. So.
Yeah. So that enough of VL United. This one is like it's a security lock case. Well, Man U fans, don't despair. It is still possible for you guys to come back this season. Well, you can still call into our lines. We are here. You can call in to join the conversation right here, right now. And you can also chat us over our live chat on YouTube. 7 minutes additional time is going to be for the Chelsea game. And Manchester United is going to be 6 minutes additional time. Already in the first minute of additional time already.
There's still a lot of time in this game. It might actually end in a victory or it might actually end in a draw in the Manchester United game because the pressure are coming in. And you have to give it to the midfield right now. You see when when Eriksen came into that midfield, it actually changed a lot, and that is what we expected from Manchester United. So let's see what happens. The game between Chelsea and Burnley. Burnley are just they are just unfortunate.
It seems we have a call. Hello, good evening. You're welcome to Premier Sports Fan Center. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Bernard.
Mr. Ben, regular.
Mr. Ben, good evening. I'm back to Chelsea.
You can hear Shegun there.
Yes.
He said he's back. Should we welcome him back, sir?
No, yeah, if you want to decamp, that's okay. It's welcome.
And Mr. Ben, Chelsea, 3 games, 3 victory. How do you feel, sir?
I said that, we are not going to be the super Chelsea that we used to be at the moment. But the boys are going to gel together over time. I said we shouldn't expect so much from them at this moment. But they are even doing more than I expect, to be frank. 3 game, 3 victory, they are getting their confidence back. And that is how they start. So they are putting 1 + 1 together and they are getting the answers. And they look like Pochettino too is getting the squad, is getting the boys together and telling them, hey, we have to wake up. We need to play Champions League or we need to play Europa League. But we cannot be like this next season. So I guess they're listening and it's working. Obviously, I'm proud of them.
And looking at it, this season so far, Chelsea's issue has been in the final third, attacking half. Do you think Chelsea has solved that problem, or this scoreline is just a fluke?
No, so this scoreline, I don't think they have solved that problem. I think this scoreline is just, I won't call it a fluke, but I think they work to get it, but they really need that number 9. If they get the number 9, it's going to make them even more formidable. But the 4 goals is not a fluke. They work for it. They work for it. But they really still need the number 9 to make them even fearful. Like Man City, Arsenal. I don't count Man U these days because Man U they've gone back to Chelsea former stage. So I don't count them these days. But at least like Arsenal and Man City.
Okay. So now on a final note for now, let me ask you. So where on the table do you expect Chelsea at least to finish this season?
Now, this season, I think, like I said at first, I said if Chelsea, if they make it to top 4, then it's not a break even. It's actually a big achievement for them.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not having my hope up high for them to get to the top four.
Yeah.
But the way they are playing, if they continue like this, then there's a possibility that they are going to end up on the top four. Because to be frank, I don't see Man U. Doing that. I mean, there might be a U-turn much later during the season. There might be a U-turn much later. But the way the boys are playing, they are getting used to themselves.
Yeah.
And then they are getting their style. They are having a style of playing now.
Yeah.
So that means they will gel together even better when the season become more mature.
Yeah.
So out of Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, I think they are going to drop.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham are going to drop.
Okay.
Arsenal, the way they are playing, they are trying now, but I hope they don't do last season start.
That brings me to this. I want to hear your prediction in the game between Arsenal Man City tomorrow. What do you think? Who do you think will go home with the 3 points? Or will they share the Spurs?
Obviously, I don't want any of them to win. I rather both of them draw. So they drop 2 points.
Okay.
Arsenal as it stands, they are doing very well.
Yes.
Man City, it looks like they are losing form just a little bit. They are not as fearful as they were before because they lose 2 games now in straight, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So they are having that little shaky now.
Yes.
So I'm just hoping that they draw. Actually, I don't even want any of them to win.
And
Wow.
it seems Man U just got the winner.
Wow.
And Man U fan in the studio is screaming. I think he wants to scream his head off. Mr. Ben.
That is how he used to make noise. That one I know him before. He used to make noise on Man U too much. I don't understand. But it's okay. It's okay. We can borrow them some of our boys.
Yeah. Now I think they're in deep shit with FFP, financial fair play. But a big congratulations again as a Chelsea fan. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. So and Shebu, what do you think now? How do you see Chelsea?
Well, I'm so happy with Chelsea, but not really happy. Good game of football. Yeah, I'm always a Chelsea fan, and I'll always be a Chelsea fan.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. Thanks for calling.
all right, guys. Take care.
Wow.
This is a miracle. A miracle.
No, I think Brentfort
The substitutions were actually right.
But someone said
That,
never.
what I tell
Well,
you? What did I tell you after my equalized? I said they will actually stage a comeback in this game, and that is what
That
happened.
was the right time to.
That was actually the right time to get it 2 goals, but it's actually unfair to Brentford to lose this game because they were actually the better side of this encounter.
Yeah, but football is a
Football
90
is not-
minutes
and
game.
at the end of 90 minutes, you can see the joy on McTominay face. But that is one player that hasn't really been starting much for Manchester United. And it has to be with his consistency or inconsistency. Sorry, he hasn't really been consistent whenever he plays for Manchester United. Come next match like now, he might actually not give a good account of himself. But good one for him to come off the bench and get Manchester United two all important goals. Because it's very much important they get back to winning ways. This is Old Trafford. They won't be happy, losing 3rd game on the bounce at Old Trafford. It's not actually acceptable.
Yeah, not acceptable. So, Olamide, how do you feel?
well, more better.
A lot better, right? And Dolakwo, looking at the game holistically, what do you think worked for Manchester United?
I think it goes down to the substitution for you because it started with, if I'm not wrong, Amrabat, Bruno.
Amrabat started on the left back.
No, it started
Okay, midfield. Right.
Amrabat, Bruno, and I think Mount.
Messi Mount, yeah.
If I'm not wrong, then we can see Mount went out and then there was this guy,
McTominay
and Eriksen. And I think Amrabat had much more like the freedom to dictate the ball and work with the defense easily, and it led to the freedom of Eric Singh. Probably, I don't know, but Garnacho was also a good one.
Yeah, I think he doesn't.
Because I think he was able to hold on to the ball, call on those fullbacks. Same goes to Antonio also. They were able to drive Brentfort defenders to them, and that created some little bit of space. So I think the substitution was good, and good one for Ten Hag also. So I think at least you can enjoy this break and look forward to after the international break.
Yeah, it's a good way to go into the international break. It would have compared the pressure on Eric Ten Hag, of which we will have a big relief. But man, you can't continue like this.
Yeah, they actually can't continue.
Even
like
Chelsea also.
They are sitting on
Burnley, Chelsea against Burnley. It's just
you actually get a good result. 4-1 is actually a good result. We saw Barcelona against Getafe.
No, this. You know what there is? We all know. Let's leave this Barcelona thing away. Let's leave it tomorrow.
All right.
But you see this Chelsea, so far so good with the way this week 9 now. So far with their performance, put them up with Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool, Newcastle. I still believe this Chelsea squad will finish behind them. So I don't see Chelsea even making Europa. Wow. Probably a 7th. Go to the conference.
Yes.
Wait. Because Newcastle looks like they are so far so good. They are performing.
Definitely what you're saying is Chelsea will struggle when they play the bigger teams.
Yes.
Okay.
This squad.
Yeah. The Lakwa says Chelsea will struggle.
Made it a year.
Do you share in a sentiment?
Well, I don't actually share in a sentiment, but I don't really expect Chelsea finishing in a top 4 position. But Europa is still achievable, and Europa is achievable in a way that we're still in the in the FA Cup. We might actually win the FA Cup, but finishing the league is actually a marathon race, and it's always hard. It's just like saying Manchester United will win the league this season. It's not possible. It's not feasible. Same way, I am not actually seeing that feasibility of Chelsea finishing in the top 4. So I don't want to live above my expectations. So I'm actually seeing Chelsea finishing within that 5th to 6th or 5th to 7th position. Even Manchester United, like I said during the last program, it's actually going to be hard for everybody this season. The only team guaranteed of a top 4 finish this season is Manchester City. The remaining of us, we are going to compete for it.
I think Liverpool
is also a certain one. It's a sure banker.
So maybe Arsenal, Man Chelsea are going
no matter what Arsenal will be, they will make the top 4. They might just go trophyless. Oh, they've won.
No, that's not a trophy. Is that a trophy?
It's not a trophy.
But at least they have something to celebrate.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mr. Ben.
Yes, so I heard what you guys said, and then I want to disagree to that.
Okay.
So Dollarpod, what you're saying, there's something you need to know about Chelsea.
Okay.
Because when you think they are not going to do something, when you think they can't perform, is when they perform. It's like, the least expected. You understand? So don't say they can't make Europa. I think for me, Europa is a guarantee.
Yeah, they actually make it.
Europa is a guarantee. Forget about Newcastle. Forget about Tottenham.
You think Chelsea has a shout for at least Europa League football?
The Europa League for Chelsea, for me, is a guarantee. What I do not put my mind on, which is going to be like, I'm expecting too much, like, I'm trying to expect something. It's the top 4. But when you least expect that Chelsea actually, that is when they surprise you.
Yeah.
And when they are playing with bigger teams, they tend to perform even more than when they play with small teams.
Yeah.
So don't say they cannot. Don't say they cannot make even Europa. So I'm just trying to correct Dollar. What's his name? Yeah. I'm just trying to correct you. Don't say that. I know you are a Man U fan. You guys never do anything good for us.
It's actually a Barcelona fan.
What's with Man U?
No, he's a Barcelona fan.
Yes.
That one's an enemy of progress, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for calling back.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think finishing in Europa position is actually achievable for Chelsea. Because when you look at it, when Okuku comes back, the problem has actually been the attack for Chelsea. When you look at the midfield, the defense, the goalkeeping department has actually been okay. They come into the game, they dominate plays, but that finishing has actually been the problem for Chelsea. And once they get that finishing right, it's just you keep on going. This Chelsea side has the capability of mustering about 6 to 7 victories together. Once they can do things like that, then we'll be talking about finishing top 4. Now, if you're looking at top 4, Manchester City, let's say Arsenal, Liverpool, then Newcastle. These are the actual top 4 perspectives. Those are the top 4 perspectives. Now, when you're coming down to Europa, even before you come down to Europa, you still look at it Tottenham form this season, where they are getting those victories. Today against Luton, they went one man down for 45 minutes, and they still managed to get that victory. That is how you play, and they're still one of the only 2 teams unbeaten after 8 or 9 weeks already this season. So you look at Tottenham also; they are also a good candidate for top 4 or Europa League. So probably Manchester United might just be the one, dropping out of that Europa position to conference. Brighton is having a lot of matches on their neck. And it's having issue. It's actually affecting them this season. It's taking a toll on them.
Yeah. But talking about money dropping out of the Europa League, I think it's still early to.
It's still early, Abby.
Yes.
No, it's now early.
Wait.
When does about Chelsea?
I didn't say anything about Chelsea. I just asked him.
Right.
No, when does about Chelsea? It wasn't early.
And I wasn't going to talk about Chelsea. I just asked if he said what he meant was that Chelsea was going to struggle against the bigger team. But I think for Chelsea and Man U, I think they should at least they should still be able to set their sight on finishing top 4.
Top 4.
Yes,
top 4.
I still think it's still kind of
what?
Kind of
No,
early days.
You aim for the star. Even when you are aiming for the moon, aim for the star. So you might actually fall. Aim for the stars, so you might fall on the moon.
But just as to get themselves back.
Let's go.
Yeah. So it's a good day. Surprising fixture, surprising result. I said fixture, surprising result. Especially with Manchester United coming back to win the game.
Within 2 minutes
and
or 3 minutes.
3
2
minutes
goals,
to the end of the game. 2 goals from the same suspect, Scott McTominay. Well, Chelsea won 2-4-1 and Tottenham won earlier 1-0, and they were set a man down. Bissouma got a red card in that one. And from the guys here, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure being in the studio. We're back here tomorrow for the big one, talking about Manchester City against Arsenal. We go there here.
Yeah, so we go there here. Join us tomorrow. I still remain at DMEOs, but for me and the production crew, it's a goodbye for now. God bless you, and don't forget, now give up, now fuck up.
Your
have
mind.
a lovely weekend.